There is a very specific kind of exhaustion. It is quiet. It settles over you heavily. You stand in the center of your own home. You look around. You realize you have absolutely no idea where to put anything. You look at the pile of clothes on the bedroom chair.
That chair ceased being a place to sit months ago.
You notice the stacks of unopened mail. They are slowly taking over the kitchen counter. You see a random assortment of objects. They are pushed to the far edges of your desk. You spot shoes abandoned halfway down the hall. You realize servitunes. You realize you never clean your house.
People call it laziness.
They call it a lack of discipline. They assume the person living inside the chaos simply does not care. That they must not value their environment. But consider a different perspective. What if we stopped looking at a perpetually messy room as a failure of character?
What if we started looking at it as a mirror of the mind?
The inability to clean is rarely a lack of effort. Often, it is a symptom of profound cognitive overload. Living in a cluttered space does not usually feel good.
The person living in it rarely enjoys the experience.
It is not a relaxed, bohemian choice. Cluttered homes are defined as an overabundance of possessions, creating chaotic living spaces. Clutter actually chips away at your well-being. It negatively impacts your relationships. It acts as a constant, low-grade stressor.
Your nervous system registers that environment.
It perceives it as a persistent threat. Researchers have studied this exact dynamic. They found that women who described their homes as cluttered had elevated cortisol levels. This elevation indicates chronic stress. You are living inside a punishing paradox. People living in disorganized households often experience higher stress. They face reduced focus. They also deal with emotional exhaustion. Yet this exact emotional exhaustion makes it impossible to act. You simply cannot summon the energy to clean.
For many people, the root of this paralysis is clear.
It is known as executive dysfunction. Executive functions are crucial cognitive skills.
They allow us to plan our actions. They help us start tasks.
They also enable us to complete those tasks.
Executive dysfunction means having difficulty using these skills.
This results in trouble initiating tasks.
It causes issues with managing time. It also makes keeping a home and office organized incredibly hard.
This is especially true for those with ADHD.
ADHD makes managing clutter difficult. Inattention plays a major role.
Impulsivity adds to the problem.
Poor time estimation makes the process even harder. Together, these traits make it hard to start and finish decluttering.
You might pick up a shirt.
You carry it toward the closet. You notice a book along the way. That book belongs on the shelf. You find a dirty coffee mug there. Suddenly, you are washing dishes. You are doing this while still holding a pair of socks.
People forget what they were doing.
As a result, clutter continues to accumulate.
Every object screams for attention.
They all shout at the exact same volume. The brain cannot prioritize. So, the brain simply shuts down. Then, there is the profound, heavy gravity of depression. Depression carries a specific set of burdens. It is characterized by low energy. It involves a lack of interest.
It also brings deep feelings of helplessness.
You carry that kind of psychological weight everywhere. Basic self-care tasks like cleaning feel insurmountable.